guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back, and welcome if you're new. It is What I've Been Warming Wednesday. And as I'm filming this, the lighting's a little different than usual. It's a little bit dark and gloomy outside, and I don't have overhead lighting to use, so I've increased the brightness on my camera, which is making things look a little bit different than usual, but at least it's not dark. So we're going with it. That is why things look different and kind of weird and bright. So yes. So what I've been warming Wednesday, we always just kind of go through what I've warmed in my house over the last week, how it did, where I warmed it, and I give you warm reviews so you might decide what might work well in your house. So this week I kind of like went halfway Christmas, halfway Halloween. It was kind of a weird week that way. So we'll just hop in. In my daughter's room, we did Frosted Vanilla. This is one of the 10 new catalog scents this season. This might be my favorite one of the 10 new scents this season. This one's just pretty. It is like birchwood, vanilla, and peppermint. And it's a very pretty, kind of clean birchwood. It's just nice. It's not masculine at all. It's just nice. I like this one a lot. So this one's actually a very good performer, and it seems to be getting better with time even. So this one actually has done very well. It has done 3 full days in her bedroom, like morning, 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 like 3 full days in her room. The first day it was more mint and vanilla, and since then it's been more of that just kind of soft birchwood, but it's so pretty, like just gorgeous. So we've been really enjoying that in her room. It's nice and soft, not overpowering, but still definitely noticeable, and it's just very fresh and clean. So I have repurchased this. I'll continue to repurchase this. This will probably go in my club at the end of the season. Then in the office this week, I got brave. I went ahead and did Blue Christmas. Now, if you remember my haul, I did the haul with the scents of the season. I do not care for Blue Christmas on cold at all. Like, at all. It's a very pungent, like astringent tree scent, and I don't care for it on cold. I really don't. But I did warm it just in case. So I did 2 cubes in the office, and then that was so inoffensive that I even did 1 cube in each of our bathrooms. So in the office, what I noticed was it was relatively tree-ish, but it lost some of that sharpness that I get on cold. And the sharpness on cold is what turns me off of the scent. And that did not come through on warm the way it does on cold. So for that reason, it was tolerable for me. So in the bathrooms, I actually liked this. In the office, it was kind of okay. It wasn't like a favorite, it was okay. In the bathrooms, I enjoyed it. And I think part of the reason was because we had our first snowfall on Saturday, which is when I put this in. And it just kind of worked with the weather. So I think if you like tree scents, you'll probably enjoy this. This one had almost a grassiness to it to my nose. And it kind of reminded me, and it doesn't remind me of this on cold, but on warm, it reminded me of Season of Magic from Disney. I'm gonna try to turn some of this brightness down. Hold on. Take it down a notch there. Okay. It reminded me of Season of Magic, which also has a kind of sweet, grassy note to my nose. And I kind of liked it in the bathroom. So while this isn't a scent I would likely repurchase, and it's not one I'd go out of my way to get, I didn't hate it on warm once I warmed it. Like on cold, I really hated it. But on warm, it was okay. Like it was okay. I still don't like it on cold, but on warm, sweet, grassy, very pretty. If it's snowing outside, it just kind of worked. Will say it's not very long lasting. Definitely a 1-dayer, but not bad. Overall, Blue Christmas did redeem itself a little bit in my books. Again, we're not going to be friends, but it's okay. We can live with one another. Also in the bathroom, right now I've got going kind of a weird one for the bathroom, but Bright Cider Life. I put 2 cubes in each, or I put 1 cube in each bathroom. And this one's kind of interesting in the bathroom because I don't normally do bakery in the bathroom. Just kind of weird to me, but I love Bright Cider Life and I just felt like using it. So it's kind of a brown sugar, doughy, appley. I think there's pumpkin in the notes too, but I don't really get much pumpkin. It's like a brown sugar, apple, doughy, definitely doughy bakery. I really enjoy it. It does very well in my home. And in the bathroom, I'm actually picking up something in this that I've never picked up before. Typically, I warm this in the open layout or in bedrooms or office or wherever. But in the bathroom, weirdly enough, I'm getting white chocolate from this. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, what smells like white chocolate? Like, what is that? And it's this. it's just interesting that I've never picked out that white chocolate type note before, and I've warmed this like a million times. This is one of my all-time favorite Scentsy scents. I warm it all the time, and I've never picked out white chocolate, but I definitely get white chocolate in the bathroom, which is, I don't know why, but it's interesting. Have you ever had that with any of your wax bars? Like, I would love to know in the comments below. Are there any bars that you have that smell different depending on what room you warm it in? I would love to know what those are below and what the changes you notice are. But yeah, for this one, it's the white chocolate note for me. Next, I did Jack's Obsession. I did 2 cubes in one bathroom. So it was a larger melt because I have mini warmers in the bathroom, so I stacked it up with 2 cubes. This one is like cinnamon and green apple. It is a very lovely, like, how would you describe this? It's an apple spice scent, but it's like fresh and kind of tart. It's just very nice. I love this one. I like this one pretty much anywhere in my house, and it does work surprisingly well in the bathrooms. So yeah, overall, I will repurchase this. I have repurchased this. This is kind of a must-have bar for me in the fall. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Longevity-wise, about average. It was maybe 2 days, but did relatively well and fairly strong. Quite enjoyed that. Then in another bathroom, I did 2 cubes of Inner Peace. This was a Bring Back My Bar scent maybe a round or 2 ago. It is like lemongrass, and I almost get like a dose of citronella or something. To my nose, it smells like citronella. I don't know. But lemongrass for sure. It's okay. I kind of enjoy it on cold. On warm, more of that citronella came out, which was not my favorite. But in the bathroom, as like a kind of clean, like refreshing type scent, it kind of worked. I will say this was not very strong for long. It was strong for maybe 7 or 8 hours, and then it kind of tapered down to where you could like kind of hardly smell it. And it was definitely like a 1-dayer. So that was kind of disappointing. For bathroom scents in particular, I like ones that can go a few days. This wasn't that. So I'll have to try to remember to warm this in bedrooms and stuff. But yeah, overall, not a bad scent. I think I did buy another couple bars of this when it was in Bring Back My Bar. So I have a small stockpile of this scent. But yeah, it's not one I would probably seek out again, but it is refreshing and nice. And I might prefer this in the spring months. But in these like fall months, I kind of tend to gravitate towards different types of scents. And in our bedroom, I did 2 cubes of cobbler cookies. This one is a Sassy Girl aroma blend that Melissa Johnson very kindly sent me. This one is nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, sugar cookies, apple, raisin, almond, vanilla cake, and hazelnut. This one's so good. Like, oh my gosh, I will buy this again. This one is, you get raisin for sure, like first up. Very gentle, soft spice, like very well blended. Not at all nose burny. It's a sweet, sweet, raisiny bakery. Like, it's so good. This one was very cozy in the bedroom. Just kind of smelled warm and cookie-ish and just cozy. So I enjoyed that. I did 2 cubes in the bedroom, and it was like a 24-hour type scent, but very, very enjoyable. Really liked that. Then I did Christmas Cottage. This one went in the morning it snowed, so I just had been craving Christmas Cottage, so I went ahead and put it in. This one is Valencia orange, raspberry, and cinnamon, or spices. Yeah, this one's just happiness in a bar. Oh, it's like red hot cinnamon. You do get some nice orange there. It's a nice warm orange. And I don't specifically get raspberry, but there is a berry note here, and it's nice. I just love this one. This one is like the must-have Christmas bar for me. I love this one. This one and Be Merry are like my quintessential Christmas bars. And I actually sent out a bar of either Be Merry or Christmas Cottage to all of my customers in their like Christmas Happy Mail. So yes, so that is the Christmas Cottage. And that one is a very good performer as well. This one is on day 3 right now, and it's still in the warmers and still doing great. So Christmas Cottage, 2 thumbs up, highly recommend. Then on to the open layout. I finally got to warm the Cranberry Orange Cider. This is one of the holiday trio bars, and to me, I love this one on cold, but it just didn't suit the weather at the time. So once we had that snowy day, I was like, yes, we're breaking this one out. So I did this in the open layout the day it snowed, full bar, and it was very good. It is a nice, classic cranberry, a little bit of orange to it as well. And I love cranberry orange together. Like I just love that combination. And like a little bit of spice to kind of ground it. It just worked and it was so nice. I liked it a lot. It wasn't as strong as I expected. I expected a medium plus. It was very much a medium, like 5 out of 10 tops in the open layout. I think if you have a very large open layout, I wouldn't do it out there. This is probably best for like medium-sized zones or like maybe a smaller open layout like mine. But it worked in mine and I would do it again out here. I will probably club this or at least stock up on it. And I think this one has potential to get stronger with time. I think that spice is going to develop over time and kind of stretch it out longer is my thinking. But this was a 1-day scent, about a 5 out of 10 in strength. So very much an average performer, but it was so nice. Like this was just very nice. Very festive. I think this one actually kind of felt holiday-ish, where Sparkling Snowflakes feels wintry, or Swirling Snowflakes, and where Maple Vanilla Glaze feels cold weatherish. This one actually smells Christmassy, like holiday specific cranberry orange cider. That one's kind of like the Christmassy bar of the three for me, and I really like it. So I will repurchase that one for sure. Then I did Fairytale Pumpkin. This is one that I have traditionally been on the fence on. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's kind of just a medium scent for me for appeal. My husband does not like this scent. He thinks it smells like feet. I don't get that. It smells like blueberry bakery and maybe like candy, like licoricey. It's pleasant enough. But when I warmed this, he did not complain. He didn't seem to comment on it one way or the other. And I thought it was quite nice. Like blueberry bakery, a little bit of licorice, but mostly blueberry bakery. Like, what else was kind of like this? Blueberry Burst from the Easter trio last year kind of smells like this. If you mix blueberry cheesecake with almond croissant, they're kind of similar in the same vein to this. I think I prefer that mix to this, but they're close. Yeah, this was good. And it was like a medium plus, I'd say 6 or 7 out of 10 in strength. And it went like 2 full days. So that's pretty good for the open layout. That's longer than most things go. So overall performance on this one was quite good. And I will probably repurchase this. This was fine. Then I was feeling kind of Halloween-y, and I noticed I had some Halloween bars that I need to get to this week because we're getting into like Halloween time here. So I did Casting Spells, which is probably one of the more controversial Scentsy bars. A lot of folks don't like this one. This one is widely disliked. I quite enjoy it. This one I think is like pear, apple, and like maybe spices. I definitely get like apple and pear. And it has kind of like a baked quality. Like it smells like if you baked apples and pears together and then they kind of got all bubbly and like caramelized in a baking dish. They smell like caramelized, bubbly apples and pears. Like it smells really good to me, but I can see how some folks wouldn't enjoy it. I guess if you don't like pear, I think you would struggle. It kind of reminds me of caramel pear crisp, but instead of that nectarine peach note, you have like a pear and apple note. That's what it is to me. So I did 6 cubes of this, and then I did 1 of these little cubes of All the Fall Things by Harper James. This one is mulled cider, caramel cinnamon, funnel cake, and maple. And I did this one in the warmer closest to where we sit, and then 2 cubes in each of my other warmers in the open layout. Oh, there we go. And that was a good combination. This one was kind of a sweet, kind of just generally sweet fall scent, very light. It was very much overpowered by Casting Spells. This one was quite strong. I would say 7 or 8 out of 10, like very good in performance. 1 day, like 24 hours. It did go a full 24 hours, but at that point it was done. So yeah, good performance out of this one. I enjoyed it. I do not have any more of this one. It was in Bring Back My Bar a few rounds ago, and I didn't stock up on it. It was just kind of an okay one for me. But I would probably grab another bar of this if I saw it in a flash sale or something. I would definitely repurchase it. So there is Casting Spells. And let me know below, do you like Casting Spells or no? Are you like team for Casting Spells or totally against Casting Spells? Because it's a very controversial bar. Then I used the Villains Just One Bite. And this one is just a very fallish, cold weather, molasses cinnamon apple. This one has a lot of dark depth to it, probably because it's from the Villains line, but it is very much like a molasses apple. Very pretty. I quite enjoy this one. But I think you do have to like molasses. A lot of folks who don't like molasses do not care for this one, but I thought it was pretty good and it lasted reasonably well. It was like a 24 to 30 hour scent and about a medium strength. So we quite enjoyed it. Did quite well in the open layout, and I would probably pick up another one of those too if I saw it. So overall, did a lot of melting that I quite enjoyed this week. And my pleasant surprise of the week was Blue Christmas. Like I said, it's not like I've completely done a 180 on it. I don't love it, but I can warm that. And I didn't think I would be able to say that. I'm going to be able to get through those bars that I have of it. I did not think I'd be able to, but I think I can. Especially in the bathrooms, I quite liked it there. So let me know what you've been warming this week. I would love to hear. And let us know also about casting spells. If you've tried it, are you pro casting spells or against casting spells? I am pro casting spells. But yes, that is what I've warmed this week. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And just one note also I wanted to mention is some folks weren't aware that because I'm in Canada, that US customers can shop with me. You absolutely can. I have it set up so if you're in the US or in Mexico, you can absolutely shop with me as your consultant. You just go to my website, change the country to US, and you shop to your heart's content. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll subscribe if you find these videos helpful or entertaining, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.